Good morning. No. You guys made a mess. Or somebody made a mess. Good morning, good morning. Before Megan gets in here, she's on her way. I just want to thank you guys for all your encouraging words this week, your prayers, your thoughts. They really did help. You guys are so awesome. I know. My butt's gonna be all wet. Lavender. Oh, I took a picture of my kitties last night. I was thinking about you guys. I will post that on my Facebook page. That's right, MK. I have a clean butt.
I couldn't find you and I got scared.
You couldn't find me. I'm right
Hi, guys.
here. I'm right here.
Hello. Gizzy wanted to come and say hello. And a friend sent a shirt for him. The cat did it. Gizzy! Gizzy Magoo! Hold him real quick. How'd it go? How's it go there, baby? Oh, there it go. Okay, Maverick. He's like, Maverick, you're like 12 times the size of Gizmo.
Right.
How is that even possible? Hi, guys. All right. Well, whew, are you ready? This Friday, I think, is going to be better than last Friday, so that's good. And there's something on the screen.
It was all over our chairs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the table.
Oh, that's weird.
I didn't even see it on the screen.
Here, you won't take him? Oh, she's taking you away. Hi, guys. Good morning. Okay, so happy Friday. Oh, boy. Well, luckily today is, I think, going to be better than last week.
Yes.
So, yay! Yay, we have some better reports today, I think. So,
I don't know what this is.
weird. Probably don't want to know what that is.
Well, that's what I thought when I was cleaning the chairs off.
All right. Gosh, where to start here? Lynette and I were like, I think I asked you what we're going to go over today, and that's about how we ended it. Gizzy Magoo, Aunt Jen's on there. Oh, introduce Gizmo to people. This is my dog, Gizmo. He was adopted from our local humane society back in, gosh, I think it was October, I believe. I had lost my dog. I have a dog at home. I have two dogs at home. I have Zoe, my boxer, and then I had Tucker, who is my Springer Spaniel. We lost Tucker just due to age-related stuff back, I believe it was about in September, August. I think it was August, right in there. And super sad. It was awful. And I had saw a dog on a lost and found page, a beagle, and he was this old manky beagle. And I told my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, we need to get him, but we were going to Universal, and it just wasn't a good time to get a new dog. So we didn't, and then shortly after that, I saw that he was at the pound, and I'm like, oh, let's go up and see him. So of course we went up and saw him, and we got him. His name's Hagrid. He's our old man beagle. He is so precious. I love him so much, and he's just a little old man. And then while we were up there getting him, then I noticed this little thing sitting on a counter. This tiny little, I don't even know what it is. I was like, I think it's a chinchilla, a ferret, I'm not really sure. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And it's funny, we've always been a big dog family, so we've always had bigger dogs, and I've never had a little one. And so it kind of just is, it was weird because I've never cared for small dogs. I love all animals, but whatever. And but I just fell in love with his little face, and here he is. We are absolutely in love with him. He has completely changed my mindset on Chihuahuas. Him the cutest little thing in the whole land. I was sending the mods pictures last night of how freaking cute he was. Oh, he was so cute. So that's Gizmo.
For the rest of the story, Gizmo was supposed to be an FFRC dog.
Yeah, he was gonna just stay here and live here, and then
But Megan decided to kidnap him and never bring him back.
It's been cold. It's been cold. So so here he is. He's doing wonderful. He's our little sunshine. Okay. So now you know who Gizmo is, so I'll probably let him down and let him roam around while we do a chat. He's very good, and the cats are actually very good with him. Do you want to roam around? Or are you going to be good? He's like, I'm going to eat them.
I'm always good.
Kibby, you be good. Be good. Okay. Have fun.
Oops. Sorry, Mox. All right, so back to the updating part. I know, you guys all loved Gizmo when you saw him. I love that. Okay, so let's go back to the update part. As of last week, last Friday, we gave a really hard update. That was so tricky. We were just at a loss, but all of a sudden we had quite a few kitties come down sick. with something that we just really were unfamiliar with. We've not seen this before. Darcy's not seen this before. I've spoken with Jackie. Jackie's like, I don't know what's going on. We had sent last week, I think it was maybe Thursday or sometime in there. We had sent St. Alpa up to the vet to get some blood work. Wednesday. It was Wednesday. Darcy wasn't there. Nope. Thursday. I'm not telling you guys the exact date. I'm sorry. It was around that time.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It was right in there. We had sent St. Alpa up to the vet to get some blood work because we couldn't figure out what was going on with her. They did their little blood work check, and it's really, there's no true test for FIP unless they have the wet form. The wet form's pretty easy to diagnose, but there's no true test for FIP. So what they do is they take a combination of 3 different types of blood works. It's like lymphocytes, globulin levels, and one other thing, and kind of combine them, and they indicate FIP. So that's how they lean one way or another. We sent her up. She had the blood work done, and they were like, "Yep, this is FIP classic. That's what this is." So okay. But then we had all these other kitties sick with very, very similar symptoms, almost exact symptoms. And it's not common that that's how FIP works. These kitties that have these other symptoms, they weren't necessarily in contact with each other. Some have been quarantined, some had been in the front, some had been in the back. So it's just not quite how FIP works. And that's where we were all getting stumped on. So that was kind of the recap of what happened last week. It was incredibly stressful. It was just, I mean, Lynette and I were just triaging cats left, right, and center. Blood work, fluids, meds. We were changing meds hourly. Temps were skyrocketing to astronomical high numbers, to where it was, there were times where it was dangerously high numbers. It was very stressful. And in the meantime, we were feeding babies. We had Lilo and Allie. We were hand feeding, and then now Sinopa's 5 infants that we were feeding. So it was a really long week. We've monitored them, of course, this whole week. We've had ups and downs with it. I feel like I'm not really going in order, so please help me out here. It's just been a complete up and down process this whole week. Again, temps skyrocketing and lowering and all that stuff. Let me go ahead, please. Go.
Temps skyrocketing means they stop eating, and you have all the side effects of that. So when you give them medicine, and they've not eaten good, then they're vomiting because the meds are upsetting their stomachs.
Right.
There's a whole lot that goes in it that, they have a high temp.
Yeah. I mean,
there's a lot that follows with that.
Some of their temps, mostly I would say St. Alpa and Popsicle have been the sickest. The other ones have been sick but maintaining. So thank goodness we've just been like, you go here and we're just going to try to work on you as much as we can in between these ones. But some of their temps were getting up to, I mean, a very high 105 pluses. None of them, thank goodness, reached 106. But between the 105, 106 range is beyond dangerous. Organs start shutting down. Things get not good. So the only way you can combat that is, there's a handful of meds that can help with this. Fluids, cold towels, and just different things like that. So, I mean, we were doing fluids all through the nights, and it would change. It was just very strange. St. Alpa would be skyrocketing, Popsicle fine. Next morning, I mean, these would change daily. Next morning, Popsicle skyrocketing. So, the long story short is...
And during the night.
Oh, yeah, all through the night. There was one night no one was here, and I gave Popsicle fluids by myself, which is, let me tell you, it's kind of tricky. he does somehow come to life when you have to stick a needle in and give him some fluids. So as we sit right now, Popsicle is improving very well. He's doing, I would say, pretty decent. He has not had a fever. We're going on day 3 of no fevers. Did you feel him today, though? I didn't check him today. No fever, yeah. Day 3 of no fever, which is astronomical. That's amazing. He's also finally starting to eat. Not crazy amounts or anything like that, but I mean, he's actually finally starting to eat, which is, and showing, and actually as of, I would say this morning, he's actually showing excitement over food, like crying for food. Give me food, and we give him food, and he immediately goes to munch on it. So I'm telling you what, I have tried everything under the sun food-wise. He has had KMR, A&D, Hydrocare, baby food and water,
you name it,
everything combined in between, to try to get him to eat.
And he acted like he was hungry.
Yes, and that's one of the signs. This is
exactly
one of the signs.
He would sniff it and then instantly back off.
Yep. This is
and
one
cry
of
in between because he was hungry.
because he's hungry. This has been one of the signs that they've all commonly shown is we want to eat, we're hungry, and then getting upset because they are hungry. But you can't hardly force, or, you know, when I say force feed, guys, I hope you understand what I mean. No. You know, so anyways, but, yeah, this has been one of the signs. It's just really maddening. Guys, stop. Hey, it's okay. Sorry. Mary, I am so sorry. Can I borrow your mop over here real quick under Dodger's pen?
Why don't you let me get fresh water and then I will clean it up?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's where Popsicle's sitting right now. Now, med-wise, I mean, oh, shoot, it's 11.
I know.
Can you go do that real quick for Popsicle? Just one. It's in the drawer. Yeah. Med-wise for Popsicle. Okay, so this has been a little goofy. We have just gone through countless amounts of meds trying to get this all under control. For Popsicle, now I don't want you guys to just hear me out on this. For Popsicle, I think I spoke to Darcy. Oh, I speak to her about daily, unfortunately, right now. I think I spoke to her maybe Monday or Sunday, something like that. And I said, Darcy, I am just running out of meds on Popsicle. Nothing is improving. His temps were getting dangerously high where organs are starting to shut down, or will start to shut down soon. They weren't, but will start to shut down soon. I said, I don't know what else I can do on him. And so I asked her, I said, what do you think about me doing an FIP med on him? And the FIP med is an actual antiviral. So regardless, if he has FIP, it will help. And if this is a virus, it will help. So I did go ahead and start that on him. I don't know the long-term course on that. I don't know if I'm going to complete that process or take him off in a couple weeks once he's improved. And I just don't know. But we were running out of med choices. So that's where he's sitting at right now. Long story short, we are seeing improvement and he's doing much better. It could be the virus is on the downhill slide. Thank you, Mary, so much. It could be the virus is on the downhill slide. It could be that he does have FIP and this is what we're treating. So I'll answer that just because why not? Someone asked if he was on the pills or the injection for the first.
Megan.
Yeah. Yep, just one. Last week I had went ahead and just ordered some pills just to have them here. Just started ordering pills. So I could be prepared for what happened. I did happen to have some injection here. So when I had decided to start him on this treatment, I had only had the injection yet. I didn't have any pills. So he did his first, I think, 2 days were injection. Yesterday was a pill, and then today will be a pill, so he'll be back to pills, which is good. So there's that. So he is doing okay. Today's seems to be one of the best days. He started playing a little bit yesterday and again eating. So I think we're doing pretty decent with that. We're just going to keep going on. So there's that. In other news, St. Alpa. St. Alpa had been doing very, very, very well. She had been improving. We have not started her on FIP meds. She had been improving without that. So what we did is, this was a little risky, and I just wanted to truly just to protect my own heart from 1,000 questions. I did not tell you guys. I wanted to wait. So we sent St. Alpa up for surgery on the 7th, which was Wednesday, 2 days ago. She came home yesterday. We sent her up for, and this is, I'm going to try to find the best way to explain this. If she has FIP, like the blood work indicates, it's not recommended after treatment to do surgery. So I was very concerned if she had FIP, we go through the treatment, how will I get her surgery without reactivating and stressing her out for FIP? But she needed to be spayed. So we almost had to take a gamble on this. And we did her spay on the 7th with an ulterior motive. One, we went in and got samples of tissue. Apparently there's a much more accurate FIP test. That's what I was telling you. We were waiting on the results, or we were going to find out more this week. So while she was in there to do the spay, we took samples of, oh my goodness, I think liver, intestines, her lymph nodes. We took samples of as much as we can. They took, I can't, what's that called? Swabs. They took swabs of her eyes, her mouth, the tissue samples. They took a whole bunch of stuff during her spay. So it was kind of like this catch-22. It was risky to do the spay, but it was also the dual purpose of trying to go in any ways to get these samples to find out what the heck is going on. So, so far she's doing very good. She's in her pen. She's very much enjoying pain meds and really relaxing on that. She's very, very happy with the pain meds. She's doing very well. So hopefully we'll see more improvement on her in the coming few days. Prior to going up for surgery, she was doing fantastic. Now she's just kind of in that, like, I just had surgery kind of thing. So, other than that though, she's doing very well. So hopefully we'll hear back what's going on with some of those samples. A Barbine.
Popsicle was just eating.
Well, see, he's been doing amazing. He truly is he's doing really wonderful right now. So I'm really pleased with how he's getting along. So that's where we're sitting. So it's been a real rough week. We're all exhausted. Deb's been feeding those 2 babies and coming out and doing the middle of the night feedings for St. Alpa's babies. So as far as St. Alpa's babies go, 50-50, I guess. Periwinkle, save that for just a second. I will touch on that in a minute. St. Alpa's babies, they're doing 50-50. They've all got, or I want to say a lot of them, and I'm sure it's gonna go through everybody, I'm sure. They've all got some baby colds going on. It is not, I know it in my heart, guys, it's not anything that's happening here.
It's totally different signs.
Yeah, totally different. These are just truly baby colds. The downside is when they're this young, baby colds are very dangerous. They can be very dangerous. So we've been spending a lot of time with them doing extra feedings. They're hanging in there. There's one that's the, I guess, quote unquote sickest, and he's been hanging in there. And there's a couple others that are starting to get sick. So so we're just trying to work with them as much as we can and feed them as much as we can. So well, time will tell on that, and I just have to, tell myself that you can only do what you can when they're that young. That's the trick. So someone asked, why are we feeding Allie and Lilo? Jackie Cat got sick too. No, Jackie Cat's actually fine. She just was like, like all mama cats, after they got to be about 4 or 5 weeks, she started like, okay, bye, get off me. I'm done. you guys are big now. And she just was like, I think I'm missed. Am I missed? Yeah, she just was like, okay, yeah, go. You're big kids now. Go eat on your own. So they're doing fantastic though. They're huge. Allie is 1 pound 7 ounces. Lilo's 1 pound 4 ounces. So they're doing good. Ow, puppy biscuits.
I'm just gonna say
Yes,
this.
sure.
The funny thing about Lilo and
Allie
is they should be eating on their own. They are plenty big enough to be eating on their own.
Yeah.
But
Lilo's starting to eat on her own on a plate. She's doing fine because they're 5.5 weeks now. I mean, they're getting pretty big. Yeah, 5.5 weeks. On Sunday, they'll be 6 weeks. Wow. So
they are very, very, very spoiled.
They are very spoiled. Especially for some reason, Allie. You'll answer for Debbie. No, they're babies. That's what Debbie always says. They're just babies. Allie, or Lilo was the runt. She's here. I'm sure she won't mind. She might have already shown this to you, but she sent this to me this morning. She's like, she said, Allie's never going to grow up. Sorry, I've got the hair all over my phone. This is Lilo. Nom, nom, nom. I'm big girl. Nom, nom, nom. Look at how good she is. That's Lilo. Eating like a little lady from the plate. Here's Allie. Oh, wait, come on, play. Well, there's a plate there, but I want, where? Mom, I'm hungry. I don't want. Yeah, Allie, aka Big Sister, is the one that's not eating from a plate. I'm like, come on now, come on, you are. Yeah. So and then Deb just knows if she doesn't feed them or feed her in particular with a syringe, she's just gonna starve to death. She's just gonna whittle down to nothing and starve. I'm like, Deb, I say just put down a plate, don't feed her a syringe at all, she'll get it. And she's like, well, I tried that for a couple hours, but then she just was crying. She was so hungry. So I fed her. I'm like, you sucker. She's gonna be 17, and this says the cat did it. This was actually sent in, which I don't even think I responded to the email. Boy, excuse me. This was sent in from our friend Linda. I'm sure she had this made or something. I love you. Choo, choo, choo. Boop. He's like, don't touch my tongue. Don't touch my tongue. Yeah, they can train us really well, and those girls are definitely doing it. So, yeah, such a softie. So, so I think that's probably the biggest updates so far. Everybody's hanging on their own. I don't have any results back from blood work or I mean the tissue samples that were sent away. Everybody's hanging in on their own. They're doing pretty good. Sky, nothing bothers Sky.
No cares
in the world. Someone, a cat back there came up to Sky, I think it was yesterday, and was like, "Whop," and Sky's like, "Okay." and then just went over here. Heinz is doing great. He's doing really well. I think the weird symptoms on this is a dramatic weight loss, not eating but mostly have a desire to eat, sore throats, not coughing but a chuffing, sometimes high fevers. I've had a lot that have had high fevers. It's Cauliflower's 2-year gotcha day. Happy anniversary, Callie. I guess the anniversary. Yeah, gotcha day. What meds, if any, is Tulipon? Just an antibiotic. Nothing great. Oh, thank you, Alley Cat.
Did you say on email?
Oh, Elaine. Did blood work on the original 5 come back as FIP? No, Elaine. So we only sent up St. Alpa as for the blood work check, just because they all have the same symptoms. So we only sent up St. Alpa for the blood work. Now, shortly in a little bit, we probably will send Popsicle back up, or Popsicle up to get blood work to see where we're at and what's going on. So I'm not quite sure, on that. This just isn't typical FIP. I spoke with Darcy last night, and she's like, I just don't think that's what this is. It's just not. You don't see it like this. You see it like in family sets, like sibling sets will all get it, or not all get it, but if you see a bunch of FIP at the same time, it's siblings. Or I know one time here, Jackie had a lot. Do you want me to take him?
No.
A lot of infants that passed.
You can hold him at home.
I do. Jackie had a lot of infants that passed all at the same time. They were from 2 different family sets, but they all were nursing off the same mama. So we could kind of determine from that. I'm telling you what, guys, I have analyzed everything that I can possibly think of, from food, from cleaning. Are we not cleaning enough? Are we cleaning too much? Is it the cleaner? Is it the food's bad? Is the water bad? I don't understand. It's really a stumper. So hopefully some of this blood work or the tissue samples will come back.
And we are seeing an improvement in them.
Yeah.
In them. So that kind of tells me that it's probably not FIP.
Mm-hmm. Normally, with the handful of stuff I've seen with FIP, it's normally just a steady decline. You just kind of decline further down. This has been like, a horrible day, and then, a really good day, and then a horrible day and a really good day. It's weird. Darcy truly is just, I mean, please don't hold us to that and be like, last week you said it was a virus, but, because we don't know, but, I thought the same thing, Valerie. Truly, if I feel like if it was FIP, some of those fevers would have not bode well. So, no new sick kitties. No, I don't think so. I think we're pretty well contained on sick kitties, I think. So, someone had asked a question. Oh, how long will the tissue samples take? They said about 4 days. So probably, I guess, middle of next week. We were hoping to have it this week, but, could the virus be altering? Yeah, absolutely. Is Miss Charles a full-grown adult cat? No. We did determine, remember we were really confused on her age. I think we determined that she's younger, so off the top of my head, she's 6 months, 7 months. Could it be from human contact, like if someone petted the 5 cats and it was spread? I don't believe so. So it is really, there are a handful of things that are species or cross-species transferable. There's a handful of things. I would really doubt that could be it. I don't think so, Lavender. Lavender said, I'm not questioning, but maybe they picked something up when having their neutering at the vets. I wouldn't think so because St. Alpa never went to get neutered or spayed. Mm-hmm. So that would be unlikely. Heinz was another one sick. He got neutered at somewhere completely different than where we always go. So it's real weird. After you get the results, will they all be treated the same? Probably most likely. Probably most likely. How about that for an answer? Probably most likely. Was one of the ones that was sick, was one that had a hoarse cough? That's a really hard question because every now and then they do, sometimes like, it's a hard question because I've heard random hoarse cough. Buckeye gets a cough every now and then, so he's a little bit different. No, it's kind of weird, but the ones that have more, it's a chuffing sound. It's not a cough. It's a chuffing. I don't know how to explain that any better than that. Could Sanopa have had it when she brought it in, like lay dormant in her system? I would doubt it. I mean, she was in here for about a month before anything happened. Was enough raised in order to order some meds? Yes, you guys have more than delivered beyond everything. You guys are amazing. More than delivered. Actually, so much so delivered. I actually just sent a big, massive check to Darcy for whatever the future may hold. Did they test positive for feline coronavirus? As far as I am aware of, don't hold me to this, I am not a doctor. I don't believe there is actual test for feline coronavirus. I think it's more symptom based. You know what I mean? I don't think they actually have a... Yeah, I don't think so either. How's Spitfire? Spitfire's doing really good. He is absolutely nutty. And crazy.
Hates meds.
Hates meds. Yeah, he's actually doing really good. If the 5 have to be isolated for 2 months with FIP, is there space for them? I will make space in Lynette's house. So I will find space. Yeah, no, there is space. We'll make it. I'll make it work. I am praying that's not the case. But, yeah. So, someone asked about the returns. So let me go over that. So we had the 4 returns last week. We had, or ish, right? I don't know, it's all combining together. We had Foxy, Happy. They were both returned independently. We also have Sazaz and Pinky. I don't know why I can never remember Pinky. Sazaz and Pinky were returned together, so those 4 are actually doing very well. They're in Patty's place still, kind of getting used to. Is Foxy out yet?
Yeah, she's right here beside the microwave.
Oh, hello, Foxy. Foxy lady.
Oh, she is out.
Hi, Foxy lady.
Yeah,
Foxy
she's
lady.
doing okay.
It's doing okay.
Yeah, somebody doesn't like to jump on her.
Yes, all the other cats are doing well. Pickles and Macaroni, Heinz, they're all doing okay. So as far as yes, S. Johnson, that is correct. That's actually how FIP is started. From, in case you were unaware, feline coronavirus is a cold that can just happen to anybody, or cat-wise, happens to cats. It just happens, and for some reason or another, it flips to FIP in certain people. It's just like I always refer to it as working at like an asbestos factory. We've worked at an asbestos factory for 40 years. For some reason, it flips to cancer for her, but it doesn't for me. Why? She just had something in her body that flipped to cancer. That's exactly how I think of FIP. Back to the return kitties. Yes, we did get a kitty returned on Monday. That is Zoo Love was returned on Monday. She is. I did know that there was chat about this on cam. So if you guys were there, sorry about that. Thanks to my mods, they're so good and they're so on things. But Zulove, formerly known as Maddie, was brought back. Maggie, brought back on Monday. She's doing fine. She is in a pen, getting used to things. Truly, just with the craziness of everything going on here, it took me like a few days to just get some of the initial processes on her, blood work and wormers and things like that to get. Normally we do it like day
that
one.
day.
They're here. They're in. It has been so chaotic. It's like, throw you in a pen. I will deal with you in a little bit. I've got to look over here and work on this. So yes. So Zulov is back. She is 7 years old. And she is doing okay. She's very sad. The hardest thing I think about with all these cats that get returned, and that makes me the saddest, is how incredibly depressed they are. That I just can't. And I'm not saying anything to the families or anything like that. I know things happen and all that stuff. But man, they are just so sad. It is just unbelievable.
Is everything okay in here? Oh,
That was it's 5 returns, Kathleen.
So
If you keep an eye on, well,
I don't want to move her because she's like literally today.
Foxy wavy. Hi, Foxy.
She's like peeking out right there. There you go. That's your Foxy. I don't want to bother her because today's kind of her first real big day back out. So I'm just gonna, if she's comfortable up there, I shall let her be up there. Mary's running around like crazy. Ugh.
Over here. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Mary's cleaning. We're in your way, Mary. So yeah, I think I'm just so sad about that. Oh. That, when cats get returned, sadly, things happen, and Foxy is 10. No, Happy is 15. How are you doing with sleep and staying well? Oof. Not good. No, we're working on it.
when is your vacation, Megan? Not soon enough.
I'm actually just my vacation's coming up. It's only it's 4 days, I guess. 2 days really. It's really sad. It's the 26th I leave here, and I'll be at the place where we're staying on the night of the 26th, the 27th and 28th, and then I fly home on the 29th. So I really don't care so much about vacation right now. Honestly, I could give 2 hoots. I'll be excited to have some time off. I'm more so concerned about leaving my babies. She's got it, and I tell myself this every time. It's like a mantra. I'm like, Lynette knows what to do. She's got this. Darcy's right around the corner. I've got tons of volunteers. We are so lucky. But I'm like, but they're my babies, though. But they're my babies. They're going to be sad if they don't have mama there. If they're not feeling good. So I'm praying that they're going to be.
I'm dreading her being on vacation because I know she's going to call me every 10 minutes.
I'm going to try to literally just. Jackie was amazing. If you guys remember Jackie, I know a lot of you guys are very familiar with Jackie. The former director, Jackie, had this most amazing way where she would literally put it in a box in her mind. When someone wrote a nasty email, she would box it up and put it in her mind, and she would go about her business and be the happiest that she could be. Me, I'm like, I take it personally and I cry. I'm a crier, which I didn't even realize because I never really was, but here we are. Well, funny, Lynette's vacation. When was your vacation?
Last week.
Yeah. That was her vacation last week. Yeah. You guys all noticed when she was gone? She wasn't. I'm gonna make this. I know this question gets asked a lot, so we're gonna make this really, really quick, and just get it done, and just be quick about it. Okay, guys. So we'll move on real quick from this. I know you guys have asked a lot about Meatball and how he's doing. Sadly, a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, he did pass. Darcy believes it was a tumor, I believe it was. So we had that on top of. So she's had a rough go. So I know you guys keep asking about him. So, you know, and that's why your questions keep getting deleted. The mods are so sweet. They're like, they try to protect us so much. So, but that was that. So
I'm sorry.
don't be sorry.
That one really hurt.
It was an immensely super sudden thing. Super duper sudden. I think Wednesday she told me he was sick. He passed Friday night.
I think I told you guys Friday during Q&A.
Yeah. Yes. That
he just wasn't feeling good, and we had started him on meds, and Friday night he just passed. And thank you, mods, for handling.
we've been trying to, you know. So yeah, so that was a rough one. Gizzy says, I will give you Gizzy love to help. Oh, him so Gizzy-like. Yeah. So yeah, they really are our little defenders. Like, picture these little defenders out there. So that was a rough one. Yeah, so it's just been golly. Cosmo
is doing wonderful.
Meanwhile, in the other realm, Cosmo, this manky cat that we get, that's not like going, he's on his last leg, death's door, he's not gonna make it. She sees him and she's like, let's save this manky old cat. Takes him home. He's like, he's gonna live to life. He's gonna be like 30.
I had my heart prepared for
Cosmo. Yeah.
I mean, he was at death's door walking
he
through
was.
it.
Yeah.
And I was prepared. I had prepared my heart
For Cosmo.
for Cosmo. Meatball, I wasn't.
Somehow these like, hey. Somehow like, I feel like the older rougher ones are like, they're like, we just hang on. Like, they've got that grit or something to hang on. They're like, we've been through everything. We can do this. My gosh. Hey.
Oh.
So yeah. But yeah, Cosmo's I don't know. We sent her with this old manky old man, and he's turned into this like, I don't kitten. Something. I don't know. So yeah. So I think that's most of the updates. How's Happy doing? She's doing okay, but incredibly depressed.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. He don't like loud noises. I'm sorry, baby. I know you don't. I'm so sorry.
That is so true, Cat Crazy. You think you're prepared.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's it though in our updates. I think
Things are going better.
things are going better. It's still, we're not out of the woods with everything yet. And it's still just running around like mad. Lynette and I are so far behind, I can't hardly see straight. We started talking Catathons coming up soon. And, oh my. Do you spend extra cuddle time with the ones that are depressed? Yeah, we do as much as we can, the staff as well. But, you know, keep in mind, we also have, we're down on staff as well. So, you know, it's a tricky thing. We have so many cats, way over our number. And gosh, I think the last 7 or 8, something like that we've gotten, we haven't even intended on getting. You know, it just kind of was one of these things that happened. The 2 from Independence Dam were 100% a TNR. 100%. We did not intend on keeping them. We didn't have room. We cannot keep them. We are full. We are done. And they turned out to be really nice. And what can you do? You know, you can't send out these super nice cats and just say good luck. So then, you know, your hearts get the best of you, and, you know, here you are again. The 5 returns. We've talked in depth about changing that policy on doing not taking returns back, but I feel like we should, and I feel like it's our obligation, so we won't change that, but it makes it very inconvenient. Who's going to come in and want a 15-year-old cat? You know, what do you do in that regard? But here we go. You know, it's just what you do, you know, so we'll just get through it, and we'll do the best we can, you know, so yeah. Oh, thank you. We're trying. It's been an exhausting couple of weeks, but okay, if you can't not smile. Mrs. Charles and Eric down here. Play sesh.
All morning.
Play sesh.
I wanted to answer a question before I forget, because that'll take 2 seconds. Barb was in this week.
Yeah.
She's doing good.
Yep.
And Martha and Larry popped in.
Yeah.
This week, and they're doing good.
I'm trying to get them all to come back, but
yeah, bunch of bums.
I know, slackers. All these people getting older. We can't get older.
Time.
What's that, Mary?
Beats the alternative.
Yeah, it's true.
And thank you guys for your encouraging words this week. It's just,
you have no idea how much that's meant to me. I feel I'm sorry, I cut you off. I always do that. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It was kind of funny because Meg and I, so many times during the day, we do not talk. I mean, it's meds or it's...
Especially now, like we're triaging. Yeah. As soon as she gets a free moment, I have to go feed the babies, and then I'm like, okay, I'm all done for the babies. We need to talk and have that discussion. Phone rings, you know, and then people come in. It's been a little chaotic. So
it has been.
Oh. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Go ahead.
We're speaking of chaotic, because we don't know what's going on with our kitties. We have decided to close
for 2 weeks.
Close the center.
Yeah.
To visitors. Just because we don't know if this is transferable. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So we decided that it would be best to just close to the public.
Yeah.
And that's why you didn't see Barb or Martha.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. Mary.
What?
I missed it.
Is that to any and all visitors? Yes, that's to all visitors. Yeah, there was a few that were going to visit. A couple have delayed their visit, so that's good. How long have we known each other? Ooh. Well,
how did your friendship start? We don't like each other.
Can't stand her. She just follows me here. She doesn't even work here.
Wait a minute.
I don't even pay her. Like,
she comes in. Me.
She comes in, and when she clocks in, she just goes like this, boop boop boop. She just makes noises. like she doesn't even work here, so I don't know who she is.
I was here first. She followed me. She does not get paid to follow me around.
It's true. Okay, true story. True story. I guess we've known each other for, I mean, I guess technically have known each other for like, what, 13 years or so, maybe.
Yeah.
But it was always kind of like in passing. Like she worked Monday through Friday. My volunteer nights were Saturdays. So like we only saw each other at events and things like that, but we always had a good relationship. And then, I don't know, probably like 3-4 years ago or something when I started talking to you a little bit more through here, really. And then when I had that stupid idea where I was like, hey, what do you think about me taking over? And she's like, don't do it, man. Don't. Your brain can't handle it. Don't do it. I'm like, I got this.
Your brain.
And Jackie, on the other hand, she was probably like, oh, it's going to kill her. Yeah, this is perfect. Absolutely. You can have it. There. It's on a platter. She's like, I'm going to give it to you for a steal.
I did tell Megan at the beginning, I'm like, I just want you to know it's a lot of work. And if you don't plan on spending your life here, this is not the job for you.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is a lot of work. It's a lot of stress.
Yeah, a lot of stress. A lot of stress. So, I swear I keep hearing like Debbie's door or something, but maybe I'm crazy.
They're jumping on.
Okay. Lynette was part of the, that is actually no joke. Lynette was 100% a part of the deal. When it took us a little while, we went back and forth on trying to get this hammered out. And when we finally, Jackie and I finally came to like an agreement on the rescue, you know, and how we were going to transfer this over, I was like, before I say 100% I do, let me call her and make sure she's still in, because I'm not doing this without her. So she's like, all right. I was going to move to like some beach, but never mind.
Mountains. Give me the mountains.
Is my real job going well? Yeah, it's doing really well. I'm really grateful for that. So, because that does give me some financial, although I didn't quite account for, I truly didn't, how much the rescue would actually cost. Like how, you know what I mean? I knew I'm not going to like come in here and make $100,000. I knew that, or nothing like that, but
Jackie did tell you that, didn't she?
Yeah, I tell her all the time. I'm like, you told me I'd be making a ton of money and everybody was nice.
And everybody would love you forever.
Yeah. She's like, I never said that. I just didn't quite account for like going
deeper in debt.
Because when you figure how, hi Bucky's, when you figure out how, you know, I've had to hire more workers at my office to cover for me, so that's less my pay go. It's, yeah, whatever, but. No, you won't get rich. We have, we're aware of one rescue out in the bouts and somewhere Neverland, but started up kind of semi-recently and doing it because they were going to make money. And Lynette's like,
I give them 2 months.
She's like, this is not a money-making venture, I can assure you. And I feel like no matter how much money you raise and things like that, it's like,
there's another stress.
Yeah. So
just like at home, you get a bonus, or you get a raise at home, and you think,
oh yeah,
smooth sailing.
A bill
from
pops
here
up.
On out.
No. We'll do that where I'm like, I don't understand. Like we just had this amazing fundraiser last month. We raised $30,000. That's astounding. Blah blah blah. Where's it at? Like what happened? Well, you pay. You know, I mean, honestly, 3-4 bills and you can knock that out. So. Yeah. So anyways.
But thank you.
Yeah, you good.
I think I never finished saying.
I don't think I did either. Thank you for the kind words.
Yes.
And the emails. You guys have just been so uplifting when we have been so down. I just cannot even explain how incredibly down I was feeling. I just can't. I can't even describe it. There is no words. I don't think I've ever felt that way in my entire life, ever. That down. It was just horrific. It was bad. But, you know, I even spoke to Darcy, and Darcy, I mean, like, I was sobbing to Darcy. I'm like, what am I doing? You've got to tell me what I'm doing that we can change or different. And she's like, this is, tons of times I talk to the mods, and I'm sobbing to them. I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? And Darcy's like, it's just, this is how it happens. You know, this is what this is. So, but I think, you know, I think we've got that in our mindset now. So,
and the mods, oh my gosh, you guys, thank you.
Yeah.
And I wish I could give you something.
Mods, did I not just tell you guys that? I just told them that this week. I said I need to do something for my volunteers, for my staff. I've been so stressed, so exhausted, so short. To all the staff, all the mods, probably everybody around me, my husband. We're just tired. And I'm like, I gotta think of something to do for you guys. And they're like, this is what we do. And I'm like, no, like I need to. I would take this hug because I'm also poor. So take this hug, it's free. I got nothing else. Oh gosh. But yeah, so we're getting there. And then there's that one lady who's very
that's a very good question. How's the tech worries?
Oh. Okay, so when did that actually? It started last week. We are out in the country, guys. Thank you, Eileen, excuse me. We're out in the country. If you guys have ever Googled us, we're out in the middle of nowhere. And we have like, I hate to say it, like God bless you, Arthur and Mutual Telephone Company, but we have a very small telephone and internet company. So starting last week, we have been having internet, well, and then this one Thursday or whatever day that was actually just power. We had a storm in the night, the lights flickered. I know there was someone out there that was like, something suspicious is happening. I'm not that creative. There wasn't. No, there wasn't. Apparently the power flickered. The mods are trying to figure it out because one computer went off, but the cabana stayed on. And I don't know if, they're not quite sure if the cabana tower is on like a restart thing. Like somehow you can set it to restart. I'm not really sure about tech stuff. But the main computer is not set that way. So they're going to look and see if that can't just be set that way. So when we had lost power, what was it, this week, sometime this week, when we had lost power, I'd come in, I'm feeding the babies, we're doing all the meds, we're doing all of this stuff, you know, and they're like, the computer's not working. I'm like, I know, I've got all this other stuff, just give me a second. I just had to power it on. That's all I had to do. I just literally had to turn the power on because I didn't even know that we had the power offage. When I came home that night and told Eric about it, I said, did we lose power? He's like, yeah, but weirdly, like he had to reset the microwave, but not the stove. And same thing in here. Cabana came back on. This one was off and the dryer was off. I don't know. Anyways, as far as, you want to go explore? He's like, no, I want to go eat dog food or cat food. As far as the internet goes, so we've been having issues with that as well. We finally gave up and called, we've called twice. We called once last week, and then we called again this week. My internet upload speeds and download speeds were like 0.98 and 0.69. Like, I mean, they were they were decimals. And so they came out, got it figured out, and now we are back up and like into a normal range. So that happens here sometimes too, where power surge. Yeah, it was like this like little, it was a flicker, but I don't understand why one computer came back on, which was the cabana, and the other one didn't. But yeah, I know. Like I was trying not to get mad. Bless your heart. And I feel sad. Someone out there was really, I understand, but they're like, think they're faking the power outage and why the cam's not on. And I was like, I am really sad with whatever happened in your life that you think that I have to fake a power outage. I can turn the camera off and on if I want to. I would just say, hey guys, I'm turning it off. Sorry.
Enough's enough.
Yeah.
Give us a couple hours.
I did have a little, like, at first I was kind of like, oh, it's okay. Calm it down.
Am I gonna get my ankles bit?
No. But I did have a little chuckle. I was like, look, if I'm gonna... Cool.
Does he need a
No.
tissue?
No, I think she's okay. So, yeah, it was actually a little, I did have a tiny chuckle over that. At first I was like mad and I was like, oh, like, this is funny. So I was like, I'm really not that crafty. Seriously, guys, I'm just not. My dad was a cop. If I do a crime ever, I think if you guys don't know this, look, we're just talking because it feels so nice just to have a laugh. Like, camera mods, if you, we'll stop. Thanks for watching this episode. We appreciate you guys. Okay, camera mods, you could just stop that there because now we're just jaw-jacking. My dad was, he was a police officer his whole life. So literally, you cannot get, and I don't mean to be cocky with this, I don't think you can get more straight-laced than what I am. I don't think you can. I truly don't. I remember as a kid, I graffitied on a sled or a slide at the park. Megan loves Micah with a black marker. Megan loves Micah. I was so guilt-ridden the entire day. I came immediately home and told my father that I graffitied, and I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I felt horrified. I was like, I had to admit to my father I've committed this crime. It was awful. There was one time a cop stopped us. You know, back in the day when you were young and you would walk like 3 miles to school, like, because who cares? You're young and you'll do it. It doesn't matter.
And it's safe.
And it's safe. A cop stopped us and he was like, hey, you kids, don't you jaywalk. I had no clue what jaywalking was. It was, you know, we were like, I don't know, 5th grade or something. We were young, or maybe younger, I don't know. I had no clue what jaywalking was, but I just knew that it was the most horrible crime you could commit. And I bawled all day at school because this officer was going to tell my dad I committed this crime.
And he should have.
The first time I ever got pulled over, I literally got immediately out of my car, which is what you never do. Please don't do that. Got immediately out of my car. I got pulled over for waiting at a stop sign too long. That's what I got pulled over for. I got out of my car like this. I am sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And he's like, ma'am, get back in your car. Okay, I apologize. I am sorry. I'll wait right here until you come up. My dad did explain what jaywalking was. Yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was like wrong or something. So yeah. So anyways. Oh yeah. Aw. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Oh man, I miss my papa. He was so funny. He was the funniest human in the whole world. Very, very twisted. And I get that humor from him. Very much so. My mom is pure though, on the other hand. She's like pure as the driven snow. I don't know how she's so sweet. My brother's the same way. Very pure. So, okay. So,
Angel. Straight up Angel.
That's it.
Well, look at the time.
Yeah.
We need to go.
Do you know if there will be any fundraisers, flash sales in June? And when is Catathon? Oh, golly. And I think we told you we would touch on Catathon this week, didn't we not? Beth. Hey.
Beth.
Big thanks to Beth.
Yes.
Beth did not know this, so I didn't tell Beth this. Beth, big thanks to Beth. Beth, you bought us all breakfast this morning. Thank you so much. Beth bought us a meal, and I thought I would wait until today and get a breakfast, because Kim never gets on the breakfast train or the meal train. Like, she's always gone. So Beth got us breakfast today. So thank you, Beth. That was really nice. James, scroll back a little bit. We did discuss Popsicle, but he is doing much better. So thank you. You know, I've been thinking about we've been thinking about doing a game day, and this is so horrible. Forgive me, guys. This is so terrible. I've been thinking about doing a game day because I think we could all just use some fun and something silly. I've been so tired. Today's a little bit better, thank goodness, but I have been so tired. I don't know that I could possibly get my level up to game enjoyment standards. I thought the same thing, Eagle Washer. I thought, you know, Kim never gets anything. And then we had Vanessa here today. I was like, what fun. So it was a really good breakfast too. Bob Evans.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's why we were a little late. Catathon. Catathon, Catathon's kind of a stumper, because in theory, we have it down for the week of the 16th to the 21st is when we have Catathon down for, of June, the 16th to the 21st. You know, because we've not really had a chance to talk about this at all, let's do it right in the public in front of everybody. Hi, guys.
Let me slide off cam here for a minute.
You know, I don't know what we're planning as far as Catathon. If you guys are new to Catathon, Catathon's something we do every single year. It's our biggest fundraiser of the year. We have really two of the biggest fundraisers of the year. We have Catathon, and then we also have the Christmas, Kitty Christmas. That's more in December time frame. This is our biggest fundraiser of the year. So what we do is during this fundraiser, it's more of a financial drive, and we use this money to kind of build up our coffers. We try to complete any projects that we need to get done. In the past, we've done like a new fence, a new roof, a remodel in here. We've done a few things with that in the past. So yeah, gosh, we just haven't talked about it very much. We'll have to think on it. Well, I guess our concerns with having it is we're running short on time, truly. We've got 1, 2, not next week, 3, 4 weeks left until Catathon week, not including the week that I'm going to be on vacation. So it's only 4 more weeks to plan for it. And we've been so delayed in our planning because it's just been so busy. It's just been super duper busy. So, we'll discuss it, I guess. I'm sorry. It's not even a full answer, is it? But that's just where we're going to be at. We could change the dates, I suppose. I know July kind of gets a little hanky for people because you're just busy. Beth says her just has the sneezels today. Oh. So yeah, lots going on. Oh, we could have it in July with mesh it with Christmas in July. I want a dunk take. I'm just hot though right now.
This is what I deal with.
When I'm trying to have a serious conversation, she throws this in.
Or just always changes the subject and just keeps talking, and I have no clue.
I jump tracks all the time, and she's not even sure if we're even on a train still. So, really, the person we need to just have a, I don't know, a break. Or just, hey, let's do a catathon, but somehow like napathon.
Napathon?
Like, the more you donate, the longer we can nap or something. I don't know.
No, it'd be the less you.
Wait.
The more they donate, the less sleep we get.
No, we want them to,
shorter.
I want to sleep too.
I know.
I want to raise funds and sleep. So the more you donate, the more we get to sleep.
Well, then they're gonna say, "Forget it, we're not gonna donate."
Oh crap. Okay. I don't know. I like the sleepathon idea. Wait, we should do this year's catathon now from Mexico.
There you go.
Let's go to Mexico.
You two on the vacation would be so much fun. No.
Well, look, we took a little stint one time.
And it was a business stint.
It was a
for
business
2 days.
And guess who missed the classes in the morning?
Guess who got kicked out of classes? Whose fault was it?
She can't. I can help you don't know how to work your phone. She has no clue how to work her phone.
Stop.
It was so bad though. The lady specifically like, turn your phone. She was like specifically like,
oh my gosh.
The speaker of the class was specifically like, you have to turn your phone off. Mind you, Lynette never gets any calls ever.
Nobody loves me.
Ever. She never gets a call ever. This lady's like, you need to turn your phone off. And Lynnette's like, I don't know how to turn it. And so we thought we got it.
I had just got my new phone. And we get into our first class, and they said, please, everyone, shut your phones down now.
And she was very specific. She's like, I am sick of the phones ringing. Everybody, like, turn your phone off.
She announced this several times. And then we're into this class, and
like, I feel like
my phone rings.
5-10 minutes in, and it's not this long.
And
it's like really loud, like my milkshake bringing all the voices.
She kicks me. When my phone rings, she kicks me. And then we look at each other and we start laughing. And everyone in the class is staring at us, including the teacher that's walking towards us.
And she was so upset. The teacher was mad.
I couldn't get my...
And you know how when you're trying to do this, you're like, oh no, somehow I forgot to use out a phone. Oh my gosh. What rings home? My milkshake brings all the voices. It was funny.
So no, we cannot vacation together. We can't even attend a seminar for work together.
This was for business. We all looked like so professional. We were trying to like look all nice with our little like shirts on, hair done and makeup done, and then this happens. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're a little dangerous together.
Yeah.
But we laugh a lot.
We do. It is so bad. So, all right. Well, anyways, on that note, clean up here. Go check my patients, and yeah, this is a funner tear-filled Friday. Oh my! Oh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh, I can still see it. Oh yeah, there's a lot of ideas. I'm getting Fiverr Friday for the current 5. Ooh, that's a fun idea. Fiverr Friday for the current 5. So you guys think of good things like this. If you have it in July, you can mesh it with Christmas in
Right.
July. Ooh, that'd be fun. The boy to the yard. Anyways, oh boy. I like that. Fiver Friday for the current 5. I have never done a Fiver Friday. I don't think I've ever done one. I don't think I
I
have.
think we done one.
Did we?
I think we done one.
I don't remember.
Did we?
Do you guys remember?
Dark Cat, Nance?
I have. I don't remember.
I thought so too.
Yeah, we did like Bucks for Buckeye one time. Okay, they're remembering it. Well, you guys have a better memory than me. Maybe that milkshake thing to go off the screen because it's making me laugh. Okay. Huh. Yeah, we have to do something. So we'll sit down and figure things out. I remember Fiverr. Okay. We'll figure things out. So right now, though, we've definitely kept you guys way longer than we needed to. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. We're going to get to it. I'm sure there's things that we need to be catching up on, so we're going to work on that. And check my little patients and all that good stuff. Only if you promise not to find all the donations. It takes a lot of time. Oh, thank you, KB. So, okay. Well, you guys are absolutely super duper wonderful. We sure appreciate you guys.
And
Thanks,
thank
Kelly.
you for the donations that
Yes.
been sent in.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for those, because those have helped greatly. So much. They've given me so much relief. Whew, so much. And just even on the flip side, even if we don't do the FIP meds, which cross we don't have to, but even if we don't, I'm telling you, we are running through fluids and meds. I have got like a whole arsenal. Needles. We need needles. Fluids. I have gone through, in my time here, I don't think I've ever gone through an entire IV bag of fluids. You know, because there's a lot in there, and the dosage for kitties is not as much, and blah, 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 blah. I don't think I've ever gone through an entire IV bag of fluids. I have gone through 1.5 IV bags of fluids this week. I just think that's mind-blowing. So yeah. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys. We're going to get to it. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much. I can't thank you guys enough for everything. So you guys are wonderful. All right.
Be kind.
Be kind.
It does brighten someone's day.
It really does. It really does. And sunshine does. We noticed a whole big... I know, we do.
The long goodbyes, it's a southern thing.
I think
telling
so.
you.
Yep. I'd have to look at the needles. We normally order them from Patterson when it has a specific needle brand she orders. And is there a difference in needle brands? There absolutely is.
Yes, there is.
There absolutely is.
Is there a difference in syringes?
Yep.
Yes, there
yes,
is.
there is. I bought some like junk syringes off of Amazon once because I'm like, oh dear.
Cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper. This will help. Nope, it's junk. Mm-mm. All right, guys. You guys are all wonderful. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Give him a go. Give him. Oh, like, are you truck driving? He's like beep beep.
Bringing my dog or what?
Bringing my dog.
You got everything you want to know? Oh no, Megan, I got it.